Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Night Face, bringing you my review of El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie. That's right, it premiered last night on Netflix. Got a chance to see it. Definitely want to talk about this film. We're already seeing positive reviews, and so I wanted to put my 2 cents in because I enjoyed it, but not as much. I thought it was okay. Nah, not the greatest. I'm hearing high praise, and I'm kind of surprised. So we'll get into that. And first, I want to clarify: I'm a Breaking Bad fan. Okay, so don't come at me with, "Oh, you're not a fan, so you didn't understand." No, no, I'm a fan, people. I love Breaking Bad. I watched this show religiously. I watched it ever since season 3 premiered on AMC, and I just kept consistent with the show. I even got my family and friends to watch it. I praise the hell out of Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is at the top of the pedestal. It is the champion. It is the king of all television, in my opinion. It is a master class. The acting, direction, the cinematography, everything. Vince Gilligan is a genius. Bryan Cranston is a god. Aaron Paul, yo bitch, is the best. So this is coming from a Breaking Bad fan. So we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be non-spoiler for the first 5 minutes, like I always do, and then after the 5 minute mark, we're going to dive into spoilers. So, El Camino, did it live up to the hype? In my opinion, not so much. Okay? I didn't hate the movie. I just thought it was okay. It felt very substandard to the quality of Breaking Bad. And I was actually looking forward to this. When they first announced it, I thought, okay, not necessary, but I don't mind it. I'll take what I can because I love Breaking Bad. I love this show so much. And I thought the finale ended perfectly. So I was curious to see what they were going to do with this. And then later on, we find out it's going to focus on Jesse and, what happened with him after the finale, which is fine. But here's my interpretation of the finale with Jesse. I'm going to tell you straight up. When Jesse's in his car, last time we saw him screaming, happy, overjoyed, feeling a lot of emotions, because he's free. He's free as a bird. He's driving down Camino, crashes through the gate, right? And I'm thinking, this is literally what I said. I said, Jesse's probably going to drive to Alaska. He'll probably pick up Brock on the way and go to Alaska. Why not, right? Because he's mentioned it before. Well, this movie, without spoiling anything, doesn't bring anything new to that notion, to that prediction. All fans, made their assumptions like, yeah, where else would Jesse go? If the cops are looking for him, he would go to Alaska, right? So if you've seen El Camino, you know where I'm getting at with this, and that's the disappointing factor, that it played out very predictable, very standard. I mean, the highest praise I can give this movie, this Netflix movie, is Aaron Paul. He's great. He's a great actor. Him returning as Jesse Pinkman was flawless. I mean, he's always forever going to be Jesse Pinkman, and it was so interesting to see this character study of where Jesse's at, his mindset, especially after being tortured by Crazy Todd, and with the neo-Nazis being in that cage. So that exploration was fascinating. Jesse Pinkman is a great character, but I feel like we don't get as much out of him without Walter White. And that's what felt missing. Of course, I know Walter White is dead. Spoilers if you haven't seen the TV show. That's another thing. This movie is not accessible to anyone who hasn't seen the show. So I highly recommend you watch the show before you watch this movie, because you're going to watch this movie and it relies heavily on a lot of exposition and information from the show and recurring characters that you're just going to be totally lost. You're just going to see this as a standard, like, fugitive type movie, and you'll just think it's maybe boring or just okay. But either way, I found it to be just okay at the end of the day. I expected more. It kind of meanders a lot, and it just, nothing new was brought to the table. Even the style I felt was like lacking. Like the music choices for Breaking Bad was not present here. Like the opening title sequence, like like that, was not here at all. Would have been nice to see that. And the cinematography is nice, though. I will give it that. But overall, I came out of El Camino thinking I'm fine with the finale. I'm fine with how that ended. This just seems like an afterthought. I mean, it's not the worst movie. It's well made and well acted. It just didn't do anything for me, especially being a Breaking Bad fan, and that's disappointing. So overall, I'm gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10. I know it's a low score, but I'm gonna stick with it. That's how I feel coming out of this. 6.5 out of 10. So now we're gonna get into spoilers. Give you my reasons. We're gonna talk about scene for scene. I just and I can't help but compare it to Breaking Bad. That's gonna be the thing I'm gonna keep doing throughout this video. I mean, I don't know why if that bothers you, but why the hell not? It's coming from Breaking Bad. So, like Vince Gilligan should have known, being a creator, that us fans would have predicted Jesse would go to Alaska. And again, spoilers, he does end up going at the end, and it's told through the most like predictable, linear like fashion. It's just like, oh, gotta get Jesse from point A to point B to point C, and I expected more. Maybe like those Breaking Bad like twists, those Breaking Bad moments. I really didn't have that. I mean, sure, you can give it credit and say it's grounded in reality, and most of Breaking Bad was. But I mean, just with Jesse Pinkman, I feel like there should be more to that story. Like I had an interesting thought. What if Lydia didn't die from the ricin? That would have been very interesting if Lydia's European buyers maybe got involved, then bring them in, trying to, I don't know, like tie up loose ends and give that obstacle for Jesse to overcome. And, that would tie in directly to the show. And we'll have this kind of like unfinished business type ordeal, which would have been when made it very fascinating. Another thing is the flashbacks. Some I do appreciate it, some didn't care for, and I felt was just thrown in there for time because it relied heavily on a lot of flashbacks and a lot of things we've already known before. Like we know Todd tortured Jesse. We know this. We know he's a sociopath, but they felt the need to bring that up. I mean, just by looking at his scars. I mean, less is better sometimes. And the case with this movie, it's like, I feel like they over explained themselves. Like the one flashback I really did like and I felt was very appropriate was with Mike at the beginning. That was pretty cool seeing him in that stream. I think it's the same area where Mike died and was shot by Walt. I thought that was really good opening the movie like that, and especially with Mike being the one to suggest to Jesse to go to Alaska. That was pretty cool. I like that a lot. I like that choice. But yeah, everything else is just, we're getting information regurgitated. Sorry, but it just became repetitive. On the news, Jesse would pause every time, look at the news. Oh, Walter White used an M60. We know this already. Oh, Walter White was a chemist. We know this already. Oh, there were neo-Nazis involved. We know this already. It's like, come on, give me something new to chew on. This is Breaking Bad we're talking about, people. So I just felt like Vince Gilligan was lacking here. I felt like if he truly wanted to return to give us something special, I like the way it just played out. It was just so basic and run of the mill and just meh. I really wanted to love this, guys. I wanted to love this. You have no idea. I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan. Now, let me just clarify again. Does this ruin Breaking Bad? No, not at all. It's just I wanted more, and I didn't get that from this movie. So it was a tad bit disappointing. It's okay at the end of the day. But I prefer the finale. And this is not even a well executed companion piece. I can't give it that. It just feels like more like a what if, else world, kind of thing. That's not needed. Not needed because I don't know about you guys, but I predicted Jesse would go to Alaska. As far-fetched as that notion sounded, but I predicted, like, hey, if he's going to go anywhere, it's going to be Alaska, because he's mentioned it before. With the vacuum cleaner guy, before he got in and he found the, Russian cigarette, and then he went and punched all that episode, Confessions, I love that episode. He said, Alaska, yeah, Alaska. It was cool to see where that originated from. It was Mike giving that idea. Like I said, that was really thought out. That was pretty cool. But just it being that was just too predictable for my liking. And being that Vince Gilligan is a genius, we're talking about the master class, the top of the food chain, people, Breaking Bad, and this is what we get. I'm just like, all right, okay, fine. I mean, if you enjoyed it, if you loved this movie, that's fine. Totally, like, if you're a Breaking Bad fan and you love this movie, you walked away saying, like, wow, that was very satisfying. I'm so glad I went on this journey with Jesse. Now I feel fully satisfied. That's fine. But me personally, I already felt satisfied with the finale. And I wanted to be on that same level. And it just didn't do it for me, which is disappointing. But let's talk about some things I did like. Skinny Pete and Badger, that was pretty cool. I really like their interactions with Jesse, them being his boys, looking out for him. Very endearing, especially that scene with Skinny Pete where he tells Jesse, like, oh, you're my damn hero. Really like that. So it's cool that they're already there for him, ride or die. No questions asked. They were swapping cars. It was pretty cool. And, Jesse showing us how far he's come as a character, being very smart, methodical. I like that. I like that progression with his character. The way he evaded the authorities, the way he was all sneaking around. And, those moments, were, suspenseful, but never to that intensity level, with the whatever instruments they use playing in the background and, like, oh my God, like, Jesse knows about, like the ricin, and oh my God, Walt's gonna, get captured. Oh my God, there's the Nazis. Oh my God, Hank is dead. Like, it never got to that oh shit Breaking Bad moment. We never got that at all. See, that was disappointing to me, and I'm sorry if I feel like I sound like I set the bar way too high. I can't help it, guys. This fucking show is everything to me. This show took me to school, people. This is what made me love and appreciate acting. And yeah, and I knew going into this, it wasn't going to have Bryan Cranston. I'm fine with that. But I'm just saying they could have made Jesse's storyline, his escape, more compelling and riveting to watch. And I just didn't get that. It just played too straightforward, too narrow. They introduced this new character from the welding. He's the welding guy, right? He was welding his thing. Fine. I just felt that was kind of lazy to just do that and give Jesse that obstacle. I would have preferred it was someone he was familiar with, and that was the main obstacle or the antagonist, for Jesse's story. Like I said, the Lydia idea, I don't know, comment down below. Let me know if you think that Lydia idea would be awesome or completely stupid. I'm just suggesting, okay? But, we did get a cool moment, though, which I really like, was when the Wild West moment when Jesse drew. He had the 22, and then the guy was like, your 22 against my 45. Who's going to win? He's trying to draw on him like he's fucking Clint Eastwood. And Jesse gets a drop on him. He had the other gun in his pocket, his side pocket jacket. And that was pretty cool. I like that moment. Like I said, it shows Jesse being very intuitive with his instincts, how far he's come from what, when we first met him, he's all juvenile, like, yo, bitch, yeah, Magnus, size. We did get a bitch moment, one, I think, in this film. I think it was the only yo, bitch moment. So I did appreciate that. Thank you for taking it back, because I was anticipating that. Yeah, so that was a cool moment. But even that, like, I thought Jesse at least would have got shot. And he didn't. He was unscathed. And he was very close to the guy. I mean, I don't want Jesse to die, people, but it's like equivalent to fucking Glenn from The Walking Dead surviving because of a fucking dumpster. It's just like, and people are saying, oh, this is grounded in reality, very gritty. Yeah, but when you have moments like that, it just kind of takes you out of it. You're just like, come on. There could have been more stakes at stake here. Maybe Brock being in danger would have just elevated the intensity and the suspense and the thrills, something like that. Like, him not having to go, no choice but to go for Brock because there's some other neo-Nazis that were tied to Todd and his uncle that are still alive and that were part of the organization that we didn't know about. See, that's what I'm saying, and I don't know. The end result was a tad bit disappointed, Like I said, okay, another thing that really bugged me was the actor who plays Todd. He's gained weight. Obviously, he does not look the same. Look at Todd. Look at this guy from the show and look at him now. Like, what? I mean, can you have at least ask him to, I don't know, wear a fucking girl or lose some weight? Like, damn. We're not using him at all, but because it was so noticeable. Like with Mike, I noticed it a little bit. He's a little older, but he's always been old as shit, so that's fine. I heard Walter White had a ball cap on or some shit, but I didn't really notice it. Maybe because there's fucking Heisenberg in front of me, so I was just too entranced, too fixated on seeing Heisenberg, Walter White back, which flashback with Walter is just one of those conversations we've seen him have with Jesse before. It's nothing new. Have you inspired Jesse? Did you want to do anything else, Jesse? We've gotten that before. With his girlfriend, that was a nice touch at the end. I did like that. So there were some uses of flashbacks with certain recurring characters and cameos and ones that didn't work. Like the Todd one just felt so dragged out and just like beating you over the head like Todd's crazy. Remember, this is Meth Damon, he's psycho. He's he's the worst. He killed the fucking maid. We know. I know this, Breaking Bad. We know this. You don't have to over explain yourself. I got you. We trust in you. That's how I felt about it, honestly. What else? Oh, and you get the vacuum cleaner guy, Robert Forster's character. I predicted that as well. I mean, as soon as Jesse got the money, how else was he gonna, disappear? Where else would he go but the vacuum cleaner guy? So when I saw him, I was like, of course. And another thing, it's like they made it like this bullshit where this fucking guy, the vacuum cleaner guy, he's with these rules, and for fucking $1,800, he can't cut Jesse a break. Are you kidding me? Further dragging along, Jesse's escape, just extending it. Just like, why? For $1,800, you got, and he gave him $125,000 from the last deal that didn't go through, and another one on top of that. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like, no, I didn't buy that. It just that felt forced. That felt forced. I don't care how, straight, narrow, stick up his ass his character is. It's like, you got enough money out of this guy already. He's missing $1,800. Who fucking cares? Just take what you get, what you have, and take him. Take him to fucking Alaska. Let's be done with it. But no, we had to hit a detour so he can go back and just, things could have been executed better, like that, for example. But I did like their interaction with Jesse trying to call his bluff, but he's just a fucking vacuum cleaner guy. He doesn't fool around, So yeah, I'm trying to think what else stood out in this movie. The landscape shots still look gorgeous. The cinematography is well shot. It really is. Lacking of the score. I don't know about you guys, but there were some moments of tension that I don't know. I just felt like the score wasn't utilized, or there was none at all to just heighten the tension. Like in Breaking Bad, like every time Walt's running or driving his fucking Pontiac Aztek, that he's just gonna run over a civilian just driving like crazy. They're beating those drums like, you know. And see, that's what's lacking for me in this movie. Just that style, that passion that the show was. All those stylistic choices was kind of missing here. It just felt too straight, narrow, too just basic for my liking and predictable. And by the end, I was just like, okay, Jesse lives, which I'm happy for, and he's going to Alaska. He got a new identity, cool. But again, if we all have an imagination, we could have put two and two together where Jesse was headed at the end of that finale. And I just felt it was lackluster. I honestly expected more, and I was disappointed. This movie will probably be an afterthought. I don't know about rewatching anytime soon. Again, I don't hate this movie, but I can't give the high praise that people are giving it. I just thought it was subpar. It was okay, and like it was good. It was good spending time with this character, with Jesse Pinkman, because like I said, I love this show, but I felt like they could have done way more, way more with his character, and everything just felt too easy. The way his escape felt too easy. I just like those moments. Like I said, it didn't feel warranted. It feels like a long extended cut that was cut for a good reason. From the show or something like that. I don't know. But there you have it. Those are my thoughts on El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie. Uh, if you disagree, hey, comment down below. Let me know why you disagree, why you love this movie, or let me know if you feel the same way. Like, please, I want to talk to Breaking Bad fans. Guys, I want to talk to you guys. Seriously, comment down below. Let me know. I want to hear your input, your opinions, all of it. What did you take out of this movie? Did this movie do it for you? Did this movie disappoint you? What were you looking forward to in this film? What do you find more satisfying? The Breaking Bad finale, Felina, as a satisfying conclusion, or El Camino as a satisfying conclusion? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching as always. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate that. Give this video a like if you want. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll put my username in the description below. It's at EpicDWise. I post a lot of movie reviews there, Blu-ray content, because I'm a Blu-ray collector, movie collector, so I post daily pictures on there. So that's my main source right there. So you can follow me there on Instagram. And I catch you guys as always in the next one.